Yes, indeed. Welcome back, Waste of Water Sports. Nice to have you sticking with us. We are jumping straight into the next game, Manly versus the Brisbane Broncos. Now, I've made the brazen call and said that the Broncos season is almost on the line here with this one. Well, I didn't even say almost, if we're being honest. I said
Yeah,
it
I was
is.
about to say.
Yeah, I said it very,
You
very much is.
absolutely didn't say always. You were like, the Broncos season is on the line. They're done. If they lose tonight, the Broncos are done.
I'm happy. I'm happy to.
Done.
I'm very happy to write them off if they don't get the job done here. Jesse Arthur's moving to fullback. That'll be interesting to see how that goes. Jesse Arthur's at fullback. I don't know what his overall experience is in the fullback position, but they'll be hoping he gets the job done tonight. Who has been playing fullback, actually, now that we mention it?
Oh,
Cobbo.
no idea.
Yeah. Someone on the Cobbo would have been, I'm gathering. Cobbo at fullback. Yeah, Cobbo. Okay, so Cobbo is obviously moved to the wing. I wonder if that was always going to be the case, if maybe there was some word from Billy Slater. Did Billy Slater have some sort of say in getting Cobbo moved back to the wing in preparation for game number 2 of Origin? I just wonder. But I suppose that's the conspiracy theorist within me. All right, so we're going to get the next multi on the screen. We actually got success on the last one. I'm still, wow, it's been quite a few times between drinks. Finally got across the line.
Up from Origin there.
Yep, Payne and the Haas backing up. Backing up for Manly, of course, Cherry Evans.
Wait, I've got Nathan and Reese. My predictions: Manly 13 plus and Broncos 21 plus. You can't predict both. Pick one.
Well, what's he's suggesting? It's either going to be, it's not going to be close one way or the other, is what he's suggesting.
Gotcha.
It sounds like.
Jim, my prediction is a Manly win. They are at Four Pines, so they're always hard to beat at home. Yes, they don't have Tommy, but they do know how to win without Tommy, and they do
Not
have
many
players backing up from Origin. But the Broncos also have players backing up from Origin, and considering both of them have got Queensland players in the side, then both of them have got Queensland players who are wanting to play up from what they did on Wednesday night, similar to the game before. So, and we got kickoff.
Yes, we do. But what Queensland Origin players have the Broncos got backing up tonight?
Do we not have Queensland Origin players backing up tonight? Usually we have like 5 or 6.
I know, but oh yeah, Paddy Carrigan. But is he playing?
We've got Payne.
Oh yeah, Carrigan's playing.
New South Wales man. One of my favourites, Payne in the Haas.
Yes, Payne Haas song at halftime, guaranteed. So Haas and Carrigan, yeah, okay. As Lehigh Hopewade breaks through, he's got support from Bullymore. And Bullymore's taken down 35 out from the line. Well, this is not a good start for the Broncos. 5th and last, Cherry Evans chips it in over the top, finds open space, needs the bounce, gets it, flicked back in field. Has it gone forward? Yes, it has.
Oh, stop it.
Ruben Garrick has nearly scored the first try inside the opening minute, and that would have been a tick off the multi.
Carrying my time as well.
A wake-up call, perhaps, for the Broncos. A red-hot start here for Manly. First time against the Broncos at Four Pines Park since God only knows when. It's been a long time between drinks.
Has it?
Yeah, well,
yeah,
well, Manly sold their home game to Magic Round all these years. It's only just run out, the contract, this year. And the Panthers have picked it up. So it's the Panthers in Magic Round now at the moment. They took the contract up. Manly finally get to play at home against the Broncos. As Payne Haas spills it and Bullymore picks it up. Boy, oh boy, this could be a long old night for the Broncos. Ben Trebojevic pops the handoff inside.
Have you still tipped them?
Yeah, I tipped the Broncos. Aioli sauce, 15 out. Oh, I'm hungry now. Brooks out the back to Cherry Evans. And now Hopewade up in the line. Full of running, Manly. Forward pass out wide. This one doesn't get called.
And he knew it too. That's why he took straight to the ground.
So Vunga in midfield to Brooks. They're just going edge to edge here. In and away goes Falalo. He's over the line. Did he get it down? I don't think so. He doesn't look confident at all, the young fella. Clayton Falalo. I think he's dropped it. It's going up as a try. Clayton Falalo.
He was just inside that the goalpost there.
There will be plenty to look at here. The corner post. There will be lots to look at. A lot to look at. The hit from Croker on Payne Haas set this play in motion. And then they just went edge to edge, running the Broncos around. Falalo with the fend. Has he stayed in the field of play and has he grounded it? Here we go.
Anything from that angle.
Oh, he's lost it.
He's lost it.
Yep, he's lost it. This will be no try, and the Broncos dodge another bullet. He's dropped it.
That's a couple of bullets dodged very quickly, very early on.
So, Michelle, you've tipped Manly, as you said. Is this a scenario though where you tip against your team? See, you're still secretly hoping they win. You don't. It's like when it's your team, it's nuts to the tipping contest. I still want my team to win.
Always want my team to win, but trying to tip with my head and not my heart. So
he didn't seem confident at all when he popped back up there, Clayton Falalo. It's usually the giveaway.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to tell porcupines.
Credit to him. Now, did I set this stream up properly? Come to think of it, because I was in such a rush. Oh yeah, looks like I did. Sweet, I did it right.
Awesome.
Good on me. 5,855 subscribers on YouTube. Welcome along.
Big multi. Yes,
we are just jumping up.
Catholic. It was a no try.
We are just jumping up every single time, aren't we? Cheers, everyone, for jumping on board with us here, taking this wild ride.
Oh, Flo Lacey. The amount of times I haven't hit confirm bet when I should have.
You learn that lesson the hard way.
Yes, you do.
Yes, indeed. So a couple of early chances for the Broncos. A forward pass. Against the Broncos. Forward pass. And now a dropped ball over the line. 0-0. The score remains. Broncos very flat to start. Muzzle Flash says, it is because many Australians can't afford KO anymore. I thought it's more because the commentary teams are just absolute cack. Doesn't matter where you tune in, they're just horrible. It's generally the feedback I get anyway.
Honestly,
UFC says, I just watched a hilarious short of you dissing Ashley Klein for avoiding getting his head taken off by the ball. Yes, I remember that one. I remember that. I tell you what, there's a lot of people that want to take Ashley Klein's head off right about now. Speaking of getting heads taken off, Luke Brooks here, the victim of a high tackle and a penalty to Manly.
Yeah. Grabbing at the leg, though. I mean, come on, mate. Like, yeah, you're getting your penalty out of it. Just no need to, be a douche. Where are the Broncos now? Samuel Brophy. I feel like they're at number 8.
Tumbling down the ladder is where they are. Tumbling down the ladder.
Tonight's games, though, they were at number 8. That could have changed pending the outcome of the 2 earlier games. Although I feel like the Storm were above them anyway, so that wouldn't have made.
Yeah, Storm were already up in second place. So,
but I'm not sure where the Cowboys were, but I'm pretty sure going into
I
if
think-
today
I
Broncos
think the Cowboys were already ahead of them as well, if I'm not mistaken. Broncos dropped down to 9. Yeah, so Cowboys must have been behind them. Cowboys have now
Yep.
temporarily jumped above. That'd be
Okay,
it.
well, there we go. And looks like Manly are going to. I think Manly were in 13th at some point. So
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know
I
that
feel
they're
like
that far
take
down.
13.
11th now.
Yeah,
So, yeah, they
well,
would've-
Lacey, it is.
so that
it
would've
must
been
have game
10th.
for-
Tackle 3
and
here for
Manly's
Manly.
into,
They've got the better running of it to start the match. The Broncos haven't even had their hands on the ball, really. Harbour Bridge pass over the top, but it's far too over the top. Falalo does the cricket boundary catch to keep the ball in the field of play. Well done there, young Clayton. And it's still on for Manly.
Wow.
Aioli Sauce carries it inside the 20.
We try, Muzzle Flash. We absolutely try.
Short side, Cherry Evans grubbers into the end goal. It's lost by Arthurs and a try. He gets his try, Clayton Falalo. Jesse Arthurs has made a complete hash of this. Well, this is why he doesn't play fullback, I guess. All he needed to do was dive on the ball. They would have had a goal line dropout.
Oh,
Jesse Arthurs says, here you go, Manly. Would you like to have this try? I'd like you to have it. Poor fullback work from Jesse Arthurs.
very
Unbelievable.
He was going for the tap. He was going for the tap across the dead ball line, and unfortunately, he couldn't pull it off. Oh, Jesse
Yeah, Arthur's trying to bat the ball dead rather than just dive on it.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you just dive on it? He's tried to bat it dead from inside the field of play, essentially. Okay, it was only like a centimeter in the field of play, but you just dive on the ball. Why try and bat it dead?
I feel like
I think Greg Alexander just repeated what I said.
I feel like he thought that the bounce of the ball, if he tried to jump on it, would have constituted a knock on. Perhaps he might have knocked the ball on, so that's why he was trying to hit it dead.
Get the goal line drop out rather than the scrum.
Yeah. So.
Well, it's the only thing. It's the only thing that would make sense. None of it makes sense, but it's the only thing that would, if that's what he was thinking at the time. As Ruben Garrick moves in for this conversion attempt, it's a shocker. Oh, it's a shocker. 4-0 it remains. I need to get myself a top-up, especially since I've tipped the Broncos tonight. I'm going to need more than this bottle.
Oh, goodness me. No, he was... Oh, they're going to come back and look at that all night. The little tip back over the sideline there as to whether he was in or out, because it certainly looked like he might have been out when he tipped that ball back into himself. But it's done and dusted now. Manly are up 4-0, and we're about to have the restart.
They can't take it back now. Jada Morris says, bad mistake tipping the Broncos. I don't understand why, though. Like, Manly without Tommy Turbo are a different beast.
Manly know how to win without Tommy, though. They've done it before. They'll do it again.
Manly do not know how to win without Tommy.
I don't even have my scarf on. If I put my scarf on, that'll jinx the Broncos even more, because every time I put my scarf on, the Broncos absolutely Amber Heard it.
All right, I'm going to wear this.
I don't know. What are you wearing? I can't see you.
Now, Manly go on the attack again. Down the short side. Ben Trebojevic now quickly from dummy half. Fifth and last. Terry Evans in midfield. Puts this one high. And it's taken by Arthurs. I'm surprised he didn't try and bat it dead. But he takes it 15 out from his own line. Vincent Spears Music, ahoy. King Simba 2019 says, come on, Reynolds. Oh, I think that's Reynolds. Come on, Reynolds. Do something. Let's poke him with a stick. Oh, where's my stick gone? Oh, it's all the way over the other side of the room. Never mind. I was going to poke him, prod him with a stick. Here's Reynolds on the fifth and last. Low flat kick from halfway. Angle towards the sideline. But Hopawate Traps it with his boot, brings it back to the 10. Manly on top early here. 9 minutes gone, 4 points to nil. Broncos, very, very slow to start. Crazy. I mean, the Broncos were short-priced favourites, and I can understand why. No Jason Saab, no Tommy Turbo, but I tell you what, Clayton Falalo. I mean, we keep saying his name.
Jason Saab for
he's in for Saab and doing well. As Manly kick deep, 40-20 is on. Arthurs collects it just inside the touchline, and the Broncos will find themselves pinned down. Now I wonder if this really goes playing the ball to nobody, and Reynolds gets there just in the nick of time. Oh, it's a clown show at the moment from the Broncos. I just wonder if this goes really haywire, like more so than it has already. Do they shift Cobbo back to fullback and Arthurs onto the wing?
I swear I watched my stream slow down then to be even more behind you.
Penalty to the Broncos. Wymones' first try was Clayton Falalo for Manly. Unconverted by Ruben Garrick. 4 points to nil. So I wonder if that's it's definitely an option. Definitely an option if it goes really haywire. Madge will just flip Arthurs and Cobbo back again. It's an experiment that certainly hasn't yielded results at the moment. But we'll see. Obviously, Cobbo's been moved back to the wing to get him more involved in the attack. Well, I say obviously, that's just what I'm assuming. They haven't really had any attack yet, the Broncos. So we'll see. It might pay dividends as the game winds on and they get more possession. Takes down the short side. Short ball. And that's Willison backing into the defense. Willison, he's in your multi, Michelle. 25 out from the line. Carrigan shuffles it on to Haas.
Wilson's in there.
Haas, 20 meters out in midfield. Takes to the left they go. Mam's been collared here. Was it a legal tackle by Holy Moly? Yes, it was. He literally got him around the shirt collar. No contact high. Hetherington now. Grubbers in behind the line. Needing it to sit up for Stags. It doesn't. Hopewade brings it back for Manly. That was a little bit more promising, though, for the Broncos. Showing that if they can get their hands on the ball, they'll put some pressure on in this contest. Or at least that's what I took away from that little sequence of play anyway. Vincent Spears music. After the Sharks lost to the Roosters, you drowned your sorrows in the form of watching Iron Giant and eating ice cream till you passed out. How does one eat ice cream until they pass out? I'm very curious about that. I mean, I know the sort of stuff I do to pass out, but I'm just curious. Ice cream is a new one for me. Fifth and last, that's a huge set of 6 defensively from the Broncos. Cherry Evans forced to put a monster kick in, and Cherry Evans just does not have a monstrous kicking game, and that's part of where Queensland got found out on Wednesday night as well. And that's why UFC really, really wants his boy Jamal Fogarty in the team, because Fogarty's got the best kicking game in the comp. General play. But I digress.
Spears, you just ate till you were in a food coma. I totally get it.
Oh, that's a forward pass from Tommy Half from Pakes. How have they got away with that? Oh, my Lord. Oh, wow. Ma'am, dummies inside. Fires it over the top. Now, here we go. The first opportunity out wide for the Big D. Fleck pass back for Shibasaki. Kicks in field for Ezra. And Ezra Mam scores.
Wow.
The crowd erupts in a chorus of boos. Ezra Mam barges over the line like there's an Uber in front of him. And it's a try for the Broncos.
Stop it.
4 points all, kick to come.
Origin made a few of his whole Vincent Spears. It was a bloody good game on Wednesday. I need to back it up in Perth, that's for damn sure.
Some space at last for the Broncos, and they made that look very easily once they made that look very easy once they got going.
They did. I mean, Manly came out hard and fast, but yeah, the Broncos, to give them a little bit of space there, a little bit of razzle-dazzle, and they were absolutely in.
Let's see. We're having a look.
And-
Did he ground it? Did he ground it? Yes, he did.
Oh, God.
What are we even looking at?
My favorite.
Well,
is
in
that-
fairness, I don't think that was actually the bunker. They were just showing a replay, but I digress.
My favorite is that Shibasaki has turned out to be such a fantastic player. No jinx. And my mate, one of my mates, has like been calling him Shidasaki because he absolutely hates him because he thinks he's absolutely awful. But
Hang
you
on,
he's
what?
not gone too badly.
Could you please repeat that for the slower amongst us?
What? I said a mate of mine has been calling Shibasaki Shidasaki.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And
Yeah.
he's been absolutely dissing him like every week
Right.
and saying how crap he is. But he's I
one of the
don't think he's
Broncos'
too bad. I
best.
think he's been doing
He-
quite a few things.
He's one of the Broncos' best at the moment.
It really is. So I've had to advise Reese of this on several occasions.
Wow.
Yep. You're right.
6 points to 4, by the way, as that conversion was successful, and the Broncos have taken the lead. All right. Referee Adam G was just having words there with Renault. I don't know what that was about. That was a really weird interaction.
I really can't believe the Broncos are in front after all of that and that start and that scrappiness.
How are you, Wolfie? I know Michelle did just acknowledge you, but now I have as well. Yeah. Clarky, Repia. Nice, Ezra. Got him on my multi. Well done, Clark. As a penalty now for the Broncos.
Oh,
We got our multi up here, 4 legs last game, but we didn't. We're not off to a good start this one. 2 tries, no ticks. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of tries in this one.
yeah.
Broncos
penalty
starting to get
there
on a
for the
roll.
Broncos. What do we? I didn't see what the penalty is for. Inside the 10. There we go. Inside the 10 for the penalty. Vincent Spears, yeah, man of the match, was so hard to call. Payne Haas.
Liam Martin for mine.
Liam Martin. Why do I call him Liam Edwards all the time? Liam Martin, Critter, like they were just.
Yeah, there were many options.
unstoppable.
Greg Abel says, go Bronx, full support all the way from PNG as Reynolds pops it up for Mam. Numbers again on the left for the Broncos, but Shibasaki throws it over the sideline. Well defended there from Manly. Shibasaki definitely living up to his nickname from Michelle's friend on that occasion.
We just hooked him up too.
Terry Evans plays it. Garrick back in possession here for Manly. 6 points to 4. 24 minutes left in this opening half. Just a missed conversion. All that separates the two at the moment is Aioli Sauce. Takes it up to the 30. Their own side of halfway. Moss Au Malo. Ahoy, mate. Yeah, Lenu versus Queensland was funny. Down the short.
He was hilarious.
Down the short side goes Benny Turbo.
Thought of them and they were kicking him the ball.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Hopperwad 8 hands it off here for Garrick. Garrick is trapped behind the advantage line. 5th and last, Manly on halfway. Over on that right edge. Brooks with the kick. Brooks steps away from one. Keeps a low, flat ball downfield. And it's scooped up by Jesse Arthurs. I think Arthurs and Cobbo have switched already. Because Arthurs was out there on the wing. And Cobbo was infield in the fullback position. I think they might have already swapped over. That's hilarious. The Jesse Arthurs experiment might be over. Not even a quarter of the way into this contest.
Oh my God.
So there you go.
That's terrible.
He's done so badly that Madge has pulled the plug already. And up to halfway go the Broncos now. Carrigan plays it. Payne in the Haas. Good, strong carry. 40 yard from the line. 5th and last. Reynolds puts the kick high into the corner. Chasing through vigorously here. The Broncos pressure on. But well taken by Tommy Talau. Manly with it. 10 out from their own line. A vigorous chase.
Vincent Spears, you went in the same restaurant as half of the Manly side in 2021. Did you get photos
That
or
must have been fun.
autograph, or did you just kind of observe from a distance?
Back in the day, I think I've told the story on the stream before, but back in the day, Dad and I were at the same Maccas as Ricky Stewart and Laurie Daly after a Canberra versus Gold Coast game once. Down at the Tweed.
Oh,
As Garrick offloads and Falalo's in space. Support in field from Cherry Evans. He throws it to the referee and Payne Haas dives on it. Clayton Falalo, a 2-on-1.
oh,
Completely ballses it up. What a huge let off that is. He had two support runners and he's thrown it to Adam G. Straight to the referee. Adam G's like, nope, I don't play for you. And that is a monster let off.
I was at a restaurant once and the cheese was sitting at a table behind me.
That's right.
And I got a photo with him, and it was just after he was snapped and put up on one of those rags about him, sitting on top of Craig Bellamy in training or something.
Oh, the hump. Yeah, the hump gate. Good old hump gate.
And I asked him, I was like, oh, how tight's Bellamy? Yeah.
Fifth and last hit, Reynolds with the crossfield kick. Pressure again here on Manly, taken well by Tommy Talau. Tommy Talau, once again. Clarkie, Repia, I think Jesse Arthurs is still out there, but I think they've swapped him and Cobbo already. Cobbo started on the wing and Arthurs was at fullback, and I think they've swapped him around because that last kick from Manly, we saw Cobbo standing in the fullback position and it was Arthurs who collected it out on the wing. So they might have shifted them around already, but Arthurs is still there. Lise Malmo says, go Mighty Sea Eagles, all the way from PNG. Dwight Marawa, go Bronx Nation. PNG coming out in full support again. Nice to see. As the fifth and last here, 25 out. Manly put the ball high and Arthurs is there. Back on the wing. Penalty, though, to Manly. An escort against Holy Moly Olakuatu, I believe. Oh, no, not. Holy Moly Olakuatu is the player that was taken out in the escort penalty. And it's Ezra Mam. Well, obstructing the kick chase, just casually lurking across field. The joke just writes itself, so I'm not even going to walk through that door of Ezra Mam just meandering across in front of someone. We'll leave that one be.
Challenge this because
Captain's
Ezra Mam,
challenge.
and you know what I'm like. I like to play devil's advocate when it comes to Bronco because Ezra Mam's looking at the ball the whole time. So,
but you can't just wander across the field like that. Successful challenge. Was Ezra Mam doing the crying face motion? Challenge is successful.
He was looking at the ball the whole time, so I'm not 100% sure why it was a penalty to start with. Like, I feel...
I can understand why the penalty was given in the first place. You generally can't run across. Like, he wasn't headed towards the ball. He was headed back infield, presumably to get in position for the next attacking play. It looked like... It looked like he ran across.
So...
You generally can't just meander across in front of the play like that. So I completely understand why it was given. I completely understand why it was also overturned when it had a closer look. Just one of those things. As now Ezra Mam spills it and Cherry Evans picks it up. Ezra Mam said, no, here, have it back.
Yep.
And Manly on 0 tackle, 20 out from the line.
Clearly he was looking at the sky again when the pass was thrown to him.
Yeah, I wonder where he was looking that time.
Who do I need from Manly? Cola? Whatever.
Falau, 6 again. Cut out pass now for Falalo. Gets a double. Clayton Falalo in for Jason Saab. And making a real show of it out there tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The cutout pass, pinpoint accurate. It's another try out wide. Off the mistake from Ezra Mam. Unforced error. Jeez, he just grabbed at it, Ezra. Cherry Evans scoops it up and goes on the attack. And it was it Cherry Evans who gave the ball? No, it was Lehigh Hopewade. Lehigh Hopewade, the cutout pass out to the wing. Try confirmed. Clayton Falalo with a double. Jeez, is it going to be another weekend of doubles, is it?
Well,
Double try scorers.
We're only just past quarter of the way through the game. He might even go for a triple.
Welcome along, all the PNG Nation. The PNG Nation, not Bronx Nation. 8 points to 6. Manly with the kick to come. Oh my God, my phone was in my pocket unlocked this whole time. That's dangerous.
Oh God, what have
Who have I called? Who have I messaged? Okay. Thankfully, I've called nobody. That's lucky. Who have I messaged? Random characters to. Nobody. What have I posted on Facebook unintentionally? You know, I actually went live once because I fell asleep with my phone under my pillow unlocked. So there's just this just this blank live stream, a black screen, live stream. Thankfully, my snoring didn't go through the pillow, through the live stream. And I had all these messages in the morning like, bro, what was that blank live stream for like 6 hours? I was like, oh, I accidentally had it on when I was asleep. I had my phone unlocked. I had my phone unlocked under my pillow, and I must have somehow ended up going live on Facebook.
Oh, God.
Ruben Garrick from the sideline. Missed the first conversion from similar position. This time he corrects it and puts it right down the middle. Manly lead 10 points to 6. 17 minutes left in the opening half.
Do they always stop the clock for a conversion?
Pardon?
Do they always stop the clock for a conversion?
No.
Huh. Seemed a little bit strange that the clock was stopped on my stream, but I don't know if that was just a glitch or whatnot. But yeah, but I was thinking, why isn't that moving? I don't know.
I know that they stop it inside the last 5 minutes, but I don't think they just stop it generally.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it's mine stopped now. It's restarted now because play's back underway. But yeah, that was a bit random. But
Interesting.
you know how I was saying that the Cats are playing tonight? Well, they're not playing tomorrow night. I was a day ahead.
Is this directed at me, or like, can I go pee?
You can go pee.
Okay, cool.
I was going to do it around the grounds, but Geelong are playing tomorrow night, so I'm really ahead of myself. Oh, while he's gone, I will attempt to commentate as usual, with Manly bringing the ball back. And so they're up now. Manly's up 10-6. We've got 16 minutes left in the first half. And they're making their way up the right-hand side, I guess, if you're looking at it from that angle. But yeah, the big kick up now through the middle, but it's taken. Who took that? Jesse Arthurs has taken that one.
Good Lord.
Someone on the ground from Manly is claiming he was taken off the ball, but he was not.
Well, we're actually on tackle 3 right now, 30 meters out from their own line, the Broncos.
Are we on tackle 3? Oh my God, I'm so far behind again. All right, so
Payne in the Haas rumbles up the middle, takes it up outside the 40. I don't know how that happens, but oh God, it's the problem with internet only feeds. Everybody's going to be on a different timestamp. As Reynolds puts this one high on the 5th and last contestable ball, it's off Manly, and it's there for the Broncos. 6 more tackles. Quinny out from the line. Jordan Ricky dives on it, and straight out of dummy half goes Katoni Staggs. 5 from the line. He's brought down by Hopewade. A 6 again for the Broncos. They go left. Reynolds out the back for Carrigan. Carrigan straightens. Tackle 2. 10 meters out. Are we back on par?
Oh, I don't know.
Into midfield. Here's Hetherington. Tackle 3. A meter short, right in front of the posts.
Yep, there you go. I'm on par.
They go right. Reynolds, short ball for Ricky. Ricky's chopped in half in that tackle.
Commentate on time.
Takes to Arthurs. Arthurs is over the line. Has he got it down? I don't know why Katoni Staggs is celebrating. He's 10 meters behind the play. and could not for the life of him see the ball on the ground, you would think. It's gone up as no try. Jesse Arthurs seems very uninterested in the whole thing. He's already back in position, ready to play it. But I don't know why Katoni Staggs was celebrating. He was nowhere near seeing that. Heel Fries, ahoy, mate.
He was, yeah, well off. Eel Fries, ahoy, welcome. XU1, I was calling an NBA game a couple of weeks ago, and my KO was so far behind, like the live thing that we had come up on the like on the stream, like we do with the footy with the scoreboard. And I didn't even pick up on it, and someone pointed it out to me, and it just completely threw me for the rest of the game. It's like, how am I supposed to call something? I've got no idea what's going on. I can see the little ball symbol moving around on the live stream thing, but yeah. Anyway.
Xavier Willison goes to ground, not realizing that it was the last play, I think. And that's the turnover. But that's the thing. But that's the thing, right? Like, because it's internet feed, like they're phasing out all the satellites, even on the Foxtel IQ boxes. They're phasing out all the cable coverage. It's going to internet only, and everybody's just on a different thing. Like, there'll be people that pop on the streams, and at present they're going through satellite, and they'll be like 30 seconds ahead of us, and we're like 10 to 15 seconds at any point away from each other in the feeds. And people out there sometimes are like 30 seconds behind. It's just, that's the nature of the thing. As Manly now breakaway down the left edge. Kick back in field. Sits up for DCE. Puts the fend on. It's Brooks now. Brooks inside to Burbo. And Ben Trebojevic is cut down 5 meters out. Fifth and last, Cherry Evans. Grubbers in behind the line. Arthurs is there, but he doesn't get to the ball. Was this grounded by big bad Nathan Brown? Nathan Brown's come up with a try under the posts.
He is telling Porcupines that is 100% not grounded. He has absolutely knocked that straight over the dead ball line. There is no chance he grounded that.
Manly have decided to go on a run. Brooks gets the kind bounce. Burbo chopped in half there. Ben Trebojevic now fifth and last. The play was on. Cherry Evans. Grubbers in behind the line. Jesse Arthurs, no urgency. No urgency to get across for that. And that is try time. Nathan Brown, 14 points to 6, the kick to come.
Wow, he did get it down. I thought he knocked that one on. Okay, Jesse Arthurs, if you've got... Is he a forward? Is Ben Brown in the forward?
Who?
Old mate that scored.
Nathan Brown.
What position?
You just called him Ben Brown.
Oh, you know me. I've got no idea who these players are.
Yes, he is a forward.
If you're being beaten by a forward,
he was jogging.
100% not made to be in that position.
Jesse Arthurs was just jogging. There was no urgency at all for him to try and get there.
Oh, terrible. Anyone have old mate Ben?
Jaden Morris. Okay. Does anyone else think Jaden Morris should be given the multis to us? I mean, I know that our one won last game, but I mean, honestly, who in the world has Nathan Brown in their try scorer multi? A prop starting on the interchange bench. Jaden Morris needs to start giving.
I think Jaden Morris. I think he should put our tips on for
it. A 5K one last game. He needs to start telling us what the multis are ahead of time so we can put them on. It'll be his multi on the screen instead of ours.
Right now, I'm feeling slightly confident about tipping Manly.
12 minutes to go in this first half. Broncos looking very flat again. You would have thought with their season essentially on the line, they might actually show up. Reynolds gets us back underway.
Gets their season on the line. Who knows? Back fence Brown. Back fence Brown. I'm going to call him that from now on.
Oh, let's not call anybody that.
Okay, maybe not.
Heel Fries. I know, mate. I know. I've been talking about it a long time. It's just finding the time for it, especially now that Wasted World of Sports has expanded and we do Formula One now and we do a fortnightly wrestling show. It's just about finding the time. I really, really want to. I miss my gaming channel, But the reality is, I've got to put my concentration and efforts mainly into what's giving me the best return, you know? So, look, I'll definitely find the time for it. I don't work anymore. This is what I do full time. So, we'll definitely find time for it somewhere. I've just got to sort out what works best for me and fit all this stuff in, you know? So, yep, we'll definitely be there at some point. Oh, my phone's unlocked in my pocket again. How do I keep doing that?
I don't know. The same way you keep turning the damn TV off.
Penalty to the Broncos. High contact there on Ezra Mam. 16 points to 6. And a nice little piggyback upfield. And, oh, yeah, shoulder to the face there from Ruben Garrick.
He was chopped in half to have a crack at a Bathurst call. God, I can't think of any. That's a 6-hour nap right there.
I'd be doing Bathurst before I ever did a basketball stream, but I digress. Reynolds in midfield, pops it up for Willison. And Willison rumbles it up. 25 out from the line.
Streams, it's fine.
Inside ball for Ricky. Ricky takes the tackle. 15 out. Slow play the ball. Reynolds just shuffling it on here for Hetherington. Now Mam at the back it goes. And Pia Chorus wrapped up. Falolo jams in. Mam shows and goes. Falls into contact. Gets up and goes again. He was almost propped up by the defense. Fifth and last here. Reynolds with the grubber kick in behind the line. And it's dived on by Manly. Reynolds has got his kicking game has deserted him tonight. Reynolds.
Yeah. I don't know what pretty clam is. Heel fries.
He means calm. The L's just in the wrong spot. You're pretty calm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty calm. Heel fries. I tipped Manly to win this game. Like, I have absolutely no delusions about what the Broncos are doing this season, which is sucking.
And we honestly all thought Madge was the savior. 100%. Even I said it. I don't even support them.
I didn't think he was going to be the savior. He was never a savior at club level for the other teams he coached. Why would he be a savior for the Broncos?
Well, apart from that premiership he won, but digress.
You know, like, he's got to come in. You got to come in. You got to deal with the egos that are happening out there, and some of them just need to be fired. Maybe that will bring their ego into check.
Anyone else still boos when they hear Ezra's name called? Oh, we don't boo anymore, but there's definitely audible boos around the ground whenever he touches the ball. You can hear it. I've even got the TV turned down really low so we can call it. But yes, there's it again. Speak of the devil. You can hear the boos filter through when he touches the ball.
Oh, I've got mine on mute, so I can't hear anything.
Fifth and last, Reynolds puts the kick up. Contestable ball. Moving forward to take it, Lehigh Hopewade.
Who's the match get a premiership with? I completely missed that. Hopeless.
7 minutes left until the halftime break. Manly, a dominant first half display. Couldn't have gone any ticks off the multi, though, could we? No. That's for Jaden Morris.
No.
Jaden Morris, the Oracle.
Huge. But I mean,
early kick here from Cherry Evans from inside the 40. He's got a good angle on it, but it's not going to trouble the sideline. It's going to sit up in goal, though. No, just short. Arthurs collects it. Fires it in field for Cobbo. And Cobbo's met with a solid kick chase. Manly. They are well on top here. Yes, heel fries. Parramatta Penrith tomorrow. Looping pass across the face of the post to Ezra. There's the boos again. Every time he touches it.
Are you going to the game heel fries, or are you just going to sit at home and cheer from a distance? Or, you know, give some solid loathing from a distance?
Fifth and last from inside their own 40 here. Angling for a 40-20, but it's taken by Falalo. What a first
That's
half
okay.
he has had. Clayton Falalo, huh?
Shush.
What?
Stop calling the game on our live commentary stream so I can talk to the YouTube chat for a second.
Oh, how dare I? Okay, go.
Well, I was just going to say, like, the game tomorrow, the Panthers...
Oh, they've lost the ball here, Manly, but it's gone backwards. Play on. Penalty. It's been stripped out.
They don't have a home ground as such now, so they're kind of sharing it with Parramatta.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, the renovations are going on at Penrith.
You know, is someone going to go over the try line and get up and do it? This is our house type of thing. You know, like with the Broncos and the Dolphins.
Well, I doubt it because it's a very well-known fact. It's a temporary house.
Yeah, I know.
So it'd be very
Dolphins
stupid
have their own
it'd be
habits,
very
so, you
stupid
know.
if somebody did that. If somebody did do that, Ivan Cleary would be having serious words with them. And the Broncos have just burnt their challenge just to make this an even worse first half for them. They have now lost their captain's challenge.
Dumb.
One in touch now, 40 meters out from the line with 5.5 to play in the opening half. Manly, I mean, we know from season 2025, not just this weekend, but season 2025 in general, that a game is not over, even with a 16-point margin at halftime. But geez, the Broncos, this is like the Tigers all over again. One-way traffic.
It's only a 10-point margin for a start.
Oh, but I'm saying if they score again before the break is what I mean. As Garrick on the wraparound, taken 10 meters out. Tackle 4 coming up. Tavanga, 5 out in midfield.
Ego, heel fries, ego.
They go left. Cherry Evans steps away from one. Does he? No, he's wrapped up. Gets the ball free, though. And now Hopoate's cleaned up after the kick.
Oh.
How is that not a penalty? We see those called if they kick them high.
Just did something.
Broncos
shock.
Booing for Ezra again.
Yeah, look, heel fries, I think. Well, I mean, I don't know if you're up on the news. Marty Tapau was let go kind of sensationally because he liked something on Instagram that was about the coach. You know, like he was fired for that.
In a negative light.
They're playing after he, you know, did what he did. But just to me, stuff like that just says that there's a lot of discontent in the side, whether it's within the senior playing group, whether it's a senior playing group versus the coach, whether it's a couple of people versus the coach, who knows? You know, we'll never get the full story unless we're inside. But it just
they said that they said right from the very start, like pundits and journalists and that, they all said that this Broncos team, with the egos that they've got, will struggle with Madge's coaching style because Madge is very old school, very, very tough on his players, and the little show ponies.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, I mean,
this is a high contestable ball taken by Jesse Arthurs. That's probably the best thing he's done all game so far, Arthurs. I
mean, you can't have your coach pander to you because they're your coach. They're supposed to be leading you. You know, they're supposed to be coaching you. But you can't have the players just completely ignoring him or, you know, turning a blind eye to what they're saying. So, yeah, look, the players are going to complain if they don't like his playing style because they are. They're young and they're, you know, they think they know what's best.
Reynolds kicks it down the middle of the field. Another poor kick taken on the fall by Hopoate at the back. Manly dominating this first half. 2 minutes left to play. 16 points to 6.
I have no problems with Madge the coach. I just wish he'd stay with New South Wales. Although, Laurie's 1 from 1 so far, so we'll see how that goes.
Garrick bumps away from the first tackle. He's brought down 20 meters out from the line. Dry humps the air as he gets up to play it.
Well, it's in Vincent Spears, and same with Ezra Mam. And the fact that Ezra Mam's been allowed to come back and play this year just gives more fuel to that thought that he's invincible and that he can do it.
Gary Evans with the grubber kick in behind. It sets up for Hopawade. There's got another one here. Ola Kawatu. And we finally get a tick off the multi. Holy moly, Ola Kawatu scores the try to pile on more pain for the Broncos going into the break. The heads-up play from DCE. The grubber kick in behind the line. It sits up perfectly for Hopawade. And he had the support from Ola Kawatu to the right, unmarked. Try time. Manly are absolutely killing it at the moment.
Yeah, look, bloody good question, Heel Fries. Bloody good question. All he did was like a post. I feel like he has been hung out to dry, and I feel like he is a cautionary tale for the rest of the team. So far, not really cautioning anyone by the looks of things. But yeah.
A tick off the multi at last.
You were saying something before and I can't remember now, and I got the names mixed up, but now I can't remember where that thought's gone, but it's gone. Oh, Vincent Spears, we won't even go there. I don't even know what the hell that was about.
DJ Shack says finally a game between these two teams where Manly rightfully has home field advantage. The contract for Magic Round finally went up.
Ruben Garrick has been absolutely split open on one of those exceptionally beautiful high cheekbones, and that's going to leave a bruise. He is pouring blood out of his face while he goes through this conversion.
And this will be the last play of the first half as well, and he puts it down the middle. 22 points to 6 at the break. Holy hell.
Look at this. Have a look at those beautiful cheekbones. One of them is absolutely split open.
Well, I've
and overperforming on that one.
One tick each, Jaden Morris. Yes, finally. A tickety tick. Unbelievable. What a first half of footy that was for Manly.
That's what I was going to say. Heel Fries, Adam Reynolds. I feel like look, I love Adam Reynolds. I love him. I feel like maybe he's just got too much pressure on him. Maybe they need to just take all the pressure off of him. Like what happened with Benji Marshall and his last season as a player. They took all the pressure off of him and he had an absolute blinder. And up until that point, he was, he would have moments of brilliance because he's Benji Marshall. But he was just not playing like he was Benji Marshall. It was few and far between. And they took the pressure off him and he was fantastic. And I feel like maybe they need to do that with Adam Reynolds. Take the pressure off of him. Make sure he's, just chill. And maybe then he'll be back to Adam Reynolds. Because, we all know he's elderly for an NRL player. So he doesn't have many seasons left, if any. So, I don't know. But, yeah, and you're right. DJ Shack, you are right. It is hypocrisy. You can't have one set of rules for one and one for another. You can't get fired for liking an Instagram post and not get fired for almost killing somebody. It's just, yeah. But there are an absolute ton of problems at the Broncos. Don't know how we can figure that out. So, yeah, we will see.
We will see indeed.
Maybe we need to get rid of some of them. Maybe we need to break up some of these egos, and maybe we need to break up some of these little boys' clubs. But where do you send them? And where do you go? And other clubs have got their issues as well. Tigers have got Galvin's issues, and there's plenty of other things like that in other playing groups you would imagine. But I don't know. And maybe we just see more like Dan and I maybe just see more, and it's more publicized because we live in Southeast Queensland. Maybe we just see more of the Broncos stuff. Don't know. You know? But
Well, it's what makes it more difficult for the Broncos now, and they want another one, is the okay. So this is a thing that has obviously happened, and I'm not saying that this is their problem at the moment. It's just been a bit of a slow burn, I think, in terms of the talent available. Like, they can't just go around at the moment, flipping players like they used to when they were the only team in town. There's quite a few Queensland teams now. The talent has just eventually just trickled out, so they don't have that same luxury of being the standard setter in Queensland, if you know what I'm trying to say. There's plenty of other teams around now to filter that talent through. They just don't have it all their own way at the moment. And we were talking about it before, like, how many players did the Broncos have in Origin? 2? It used to be the whole team.
yeah, it used
You
to
know?
be 5 or 6, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it was, and I mean, obviously, you've got Payne Haas who plays for New South Wales, but it used to be 5 or 6
Yeah.
that were, you know.
Yeah, so
playing
now
with,
one of their 2 plays
playing
for
in Queensland.
the opposition. Reynolds, their starring halfback, is a New South Welshman. Madge is the New South Wales coach, or was. And they've lost their identity.
I'm having a conspiracy theory epiphany right now. Do we think that the Storm cutting ties with their Brisbane feeder club to go to a New South Wales Cup club is so the Broncos can have more opportunities to get Queensland players back in the team?
I love it as a conspiracy theory, but I don't think so. I think it's more just. I think it's more just.
I
love
that conspiracy.
Yep. I love a good conspiracy theory. No, I think it's just more contracts are coming up, and it's just a natural renegotiation. And yeah, they're looking to New South Wales, where there's just more opportunity at the moment.
It was a big stretch, DJ Shack, but you know what? I had to go there. It was, you know, someone had to say it. Why not? Why not the Broncos supporter?
Hell of a call, though. Hell of a call. I do love it.
Well, we'll see if the Broncos pick them up as a feeder club.
Well, I don't think the Broncos have room at the moment in their feeder system to take on a new contract. It's just Melbourne's contracts were coming up. Time for renegotiation.
Well,
that's all it is.
Are the Dolphins looking for a feeder club? Are the Titans looking for another feeder club? Like,
not that I've heard.
Or maybe they're going to the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears will obviously have North Sydney and that junior system. You would think. Otherwise, it makes even less sense. that whole thing. But you would think so.
But or maybe PNG, aren't they coming into this? Aren't they coming in? Maybe they're getting them as a feeder club. Yep. Give them a bit of a.
Patty Vorton tells a good story about PNG. So they would make a good feeder system or Queensland would make a good feeder system for PNG, because he's talking about. I'm assuming it was probably about Adrian Lamb when they were talking about Adrian Lamb's eligibility for Origin. And Paul Vorton's argument was hundreds of thousands of years ago, Papua New Guinea used to be attached to the top of Queensland before all the plots of land broke away and shifted. So he gets selected.
He did say that. Oh my God.
He did say it in an interview. Now, understandably, he didn't say it with a hint of seriousness, but he did actually say it.
Yeah, but sometimes when people say something, 50%, you know, when they're joking, 50% of that is what they actually.
It's
really
laced
mean.
with truth. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yes. Nick Adams 672. Ahoy, mate. Welcome along. Nice to have you here, part of the family.
I don't think Kevy was obviously the problem at the Broncos.
Well, that person was clearly being sarcastic.
TRF.
I took it to be sarcastic because it's kind of like Kev was obviously the problem, huh?
Mhm. All right,
too,
I'm gonna
yeah.
get another drink, so I'm gonna be right back. Um, yeah, I'm
All right.
enjoying this chat about the Broncos. I'll be right back.
We should do more of these halftime chats rather than just bollocksing on about random stuff like we do.
All right, look, this is a much better halftime chat than last halftime. Talking about feelings and shit.
Oh, easy. I know it's been well over the first 5 minutes, but we still try not to. But yes, welcome along, Waste Water Sports, to the new followers, new subscribers, whatever platform you're joining us on. We do this every weekend, some alternative commentary to some of your favorite sports. Well, some of our favorite sports, not necessarily some of your favorite sports, but rugby league, clearly a big one. We cover the NRL primarily, but we've also started filtering out into Formula One. I love doing my Formula One streams. We've tested the waters with some basketball that Michelle does on her own. I have no interest in that whatsoever. And of course, I do my Super Rugby. It's finals time next weekend. So I'll be concentrating on that. And what else do? We do some cricket. I still haven't got around to doing any IPL streams, but yeah, we do the Big Bash each year now. And whenever there's something special on, like a World Cup or some sort of T20 tournament, we go out of our way to do those. So Waste of Water Sports, expanding our repertoire. But of course, the core of the channel, and always will, and some wrestling. Yes, we've started a fortnightly wrestling podcast. The next episode will be on this coming Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Australian time. And we'll be doing our fortnightly podcast again this week. So yeah, we've expanded our repertoire here on the Waste of Water Sports to try and include as much as possible. So do feel free to follow along with us wherever you're joining us from. We do it live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and normally TikTok, except we're sitting in the naughty chair on TikTok at the moment until Monday night when we finally get a reprieve and can jump live again over there on the TikTok. TikTok doesn't appreciate my sense of humor. I've got a real feeling we might not be around forever on TikTok. We've already been banned twice during wrestling streams over there. So, yeah, we might have to have a backup channel created over on the TikTok moving forward. Just to protect that, because it's a hell of a moneymaker, TikTok, actually. Interestingly enough. Samuel Brophy, the #1 crown at the moment. At halftime, he's got the #1 tag for this stream on the community leaderboard. James Wheeler in #2 and Joseph Lacey in #3. That's our top 3 at the moment on the Waste of Water Sports leaderboard. UFC says, why did they ban me twice? Well, we were obviously safe on all the other platforms. I'm still not going to repeat what I said, just in case. It was only TikTok that seemed to have a problem, but some of the jokes that I made were kind of sexually oriented, shall we say. And TikTok didn't like it at all. The streams got immediately killed off. And the first time was a warning. And the second time was a 7-day ban. So I'm like, okay. They really don't like this sort of content on the TikTok. But I digress. 22 points to 6 at halftime. I'm not going to repeat it, Heel Fries. I'll post it in the Discord. But I'm not going to repeat it just in case. Maybe another loss and another drop for the Donkeys over there on Facebook. Ruo boy. I think that is. I'm struggling to say the name because there's all kinds of characters and stuff around. All sorts of lines and stuff. But Ruo boy, I'm going to say maybe another loss and another drop down the ladder for the Donkeys. Certainly struggling at the halftime break. 22 points to 6. And we know that this comeback is not insurmountable, especially from what we just saw in the last game, but it is a long way back. They've looked very flat. And it's hard to see a way back for them, really. The Broncos, they are in a spot of bother, to say the least. It'd take a monstrous effort should they get their way back into this game. But we'll see. I mean, you want to see a game of it. Whether you actually like them or not, completely up to you. But yeah, you sort of want to see a game of it.
Just saw that my Broncos chat is blowing up, so no one's happy there. And when I went out to get a drink, my dad's got the Bourne identity on, so he's
Oh,
not happy.
nice. The very first one. Very
The
nice.
very first one.
Hell yeah. I went to the movies to see that.
Don't watch the Broncos anymore.
Oh, I see. I see. That's why you're bringing it up, because it's a sulk watch.
Yeah, he did the same thing
All right,
on.
I've got to quickly dash off to the bathroom before this second half starts.
He was very, very quick to turn the TV off after New South Wales destroyed on Wednesday night. So, yes, it's good fun. So I don't know if my stream's behind or not because he's gone off, but Josh Aloe, aioli sauce is ruled out with a shoulder injury. So I'm not sure if anyone was aware of that. He's just come up on the screen there. I don't know if that's breaking news or not. But we are second half underway.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Feedback or...
yeah. Heel Fries. I was just going to say, Heel Fries, feel free to check out the Generations podcast that the old Panther and I did on NRL expansion. And are they about to make a huge mistake? That's the latest episode of Generations that is up and available for viewing on the YouTube channel. I just wanted to plug that one. And Rod McGrath's back. Ahoy, Rod. Nice to see you again, mate.
Ahoy, Rod. I am the other co-host. I pop up when I feel inclined to do a stream.
It is a long way back in this second half now for the Broncos, 22-16 at the break. They've got through their first set, so, I mean, at least that's something to start for them. Madge, crack a smile, Madge. He's doing a Bellamy.
And it's against his old team as well. He should be very happy. Oh, wait. You talking about Madge? I thought you were talking
Madge.
about... No, sorry. I thought they had old mate on the screen. So clearly my stream is behind again.
Fifth and last. Cherry Evans puts the kick.
Sideboard on the screen.
And it's an easy take at the back here for Jesse Arthurs. Ah, yes, Jim Condon, you joined us live in the chat room that night, didn't you? I mean, not live for the... It was set up as a premiere on YouTube, which means it's not live, but we all get to watch it together. Shibasaki now darts out a dummy half, or one out from the ruck. Up to the 40-meter line and just beyond. Tackle 4 now for the Broncos on halfway.
I don't really have a huge insight into the expansion thing yet.
Watch the video. That's what I say.
Rugby league is growing. I think it's great that rugby league's growing, especially into another...
offload for Corey Pakes. Does well to hold on. Yes, rugby league has grown immensely.
Moss, that's how you get timed out.
Ezra puts the kick up. It's a
plays.
looping kick, and it's taken at the back by Manly. Broncos just can't make any headway at the moment. Yes, so rugby league's obviously grown.
Yes, rugby league has grown. I think it's fantastic that we're getting another team in Papua New Guinea because they're so passionate about it. Perth, maybe not so much. So, but the Wiggles and Fremantle have been doing a great deal of sweet FA for the AFL over there. So maybe some of them want to jump ship. Who knows?
Yeah.
Heel fries. You're back to your straight up. You haven't missed a beat. I love it. Parramatta making the 8. Didn't think they were going to make the 8 after the first few games, but you know what? Anything's possible now because it's very tight, isn't it? From I think it was last weekend from number 8 through to number, 16 or whatever.
Fight like a tiger, as they say.
It was only 1 or 2 points in between each team. So, yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah, well, it comes back to the Penrith Panthers, who are on the bottom of the table at the moment, are only they're actually only 3 competition points out of the top 8, which is insanity.
That's it. Yeah. It's so close between the bottom 8 teams. Bottom 9 teams. How many teams are in the competition? I can't even remember. But yeah, so I think, especially if the Broncos keep dropping, then Parramatta have definitely got a chance to climb up into the 8th.
Yeah. Broncos finding it hard at the moment.
Right? I said you hadn't missed a beat. Straight back onto it.
Welcome along, 9_head over there on the Twitch. And Heel Fries reckons he hasn't gone soft. I don't think he has either. I think this is the Heel Fries that we've always known. He was just
very easy.
Oh, Jesse Arthurs has gone and made a balls up again. Thankfully, it's gone backwards and he gets away with it. Dear Lord. Good Lord, he's not having a good day out, Jesse Arthurs, is he?
Just
it's the Broncos.
Oh,
you're doing me. Oh, jeez.
Jesse Arthurs can't catch. I can't.
Jesse Arthurs. He is having a nightmare scenario at the back there.
Yeah.
Manly well on top here. 22 points to 6 it is. Forward pass is called. The Broncos. It's just a comedy of errors here. Wow. Corey Pakes, well, he's got away with a few of those earlier. Got away with that a few times.
Oh, Heel Fries, I wouldn't be surprised if he was. He wasn't great on Wednesday. I mean, how many of the Queenslanders do you actually think were good on Wednesday? I mean, the Hammer, who the hell was the Hammer? Was he even there? Did he even take the field? Critter absolutely owned him. Dan, have you walked off again?
Sorry. Personal life dramas. My bad. Oh, Olakau'atu goes straight through. He needs support. Doesn't have it. Holy moly, nearly got a second.
Okay, baby.
6 more tackles for Manly. On the attack they go. Brown. 10 meters out. Manly looking to go a long way towards winning this game. Tavanga in midfield. Oh, loose carry. No, he's held on to it. Inside ball for Olakau'atu. To the right side they go. Cherry Evans, the cutout pass is dropped by Falalo. He's had such a good game, though, overall. But there's another mistake to add, but rather inconsequential at the moment. Manly lead 22 points to 6. 9 minutes gone in this second half. Payne in the Haas ready to come back on for another stint. Hill Fries doesn't go for Queensland. Moss, what are you talking about?
No, he's just sick of you asking to be a mod.
Inside ball for Takora. 20 out from the line here. Reynolds in midfield. Shows it inside. Out for Mam. Mam's wrapped up by Falalo. Racing up out of the line to make the hit. Fifth and last now. Reynolds. Grubber kick in behind. Finds some space. And Brooks takes it on the second carry. On the second bounce. Brooksy sending bloody heart attack through the coaching camp.
Well, thank you for noticing, Gina. No, I'm just trying to get rid of the blue. It's driving me nuts. Don't dye your hair blue for 10 plus years. Getting the blue out is an absolute pain.
Early kick here from Cherry Evans from inside the 40. Doesn't quite have the angle on it, though. It's bouncing closer and closer towards the sideline. Arthurs collects it. But look at this kick chase. Jesse Arthurs nearly got through, but what a kick chase that was. Good Lord. Broncos under the pump.
I had blue hair, and I've had very bright blue hair for quite some time, but now I'm trying to get rid of it, and oh my god, it's doing my head in. With no pun.
Dags will play it. They've gone early with the kick. Looking for a 40-20. The bounce goes back in field. It's going to sit up in the end goal. Broncos need a good kick chase. It's only Payne Haas there at the moment. Ricky gets up there, but Hopewade puts the fend on. Hell of a kick chase.
Heel Fries, be nice. Oh, KO, what the hell?
Yes, heel fries, play nice. And Moss asking for mod is a pretty good way to not get it. So, yes. Heel fries, play nice. Moss, stop asking.
In a nutshell.
Up to halfway. Good, strong carry here for Manly. Fifth and last. Cherry Evans puts the kick up. High ball. Garrick is flying through to put pressure on, and it's well taken. Is that the big D who's come down with that one? It is. $20 out from their own line here, the Broncos. Cobbo into contact. Mam from inside the 40. Looking for the 40-20. It's going to pull up just inside the sideline. And Shibasaki there leading the kick chase. No, you've been pretty nice here for us. It's just the effing clown comment was probably not necessary. Even though, hey, you know. Nathan Brown.
Where are we up to?
We are at tackle 4 for Manly. Cherry Evans hands it off inside for Nathan Brown. Fifth and last. Cherry Evans from inside the 40 gets a good shape on this kick, but there to take it, Jesse Arthurs. Oh, bent hard in that kick chase. Cobbo beats the first tackle, but not a lot of meters made.
So I had to restart and get back on par.
Oh, not expecting this ball. Shibasaki. Very flat-footed to start. 27 minutes to play. Manly on top, 22-6.
Yeah, you haven't.
Carrigan, dummies, goes into contact on his own. Still going. Big lead drive there from Carrigan. Where was that on Wednesday night? Fifth and last. Short side they go from Reynolds. Chips it in over the top. Well positioned again. Lehigh Hopewade is having a blinder.
Honey,
Lehigh
like,
Hopewade is showing Jesse Arthurs exactly what fullback is supposed to be. Jesse Arthurs, take note. Inside their own 10, though, Manly. 26 and a half still to play. They're very bunched up. Not a lot of space in this attack. Tackle 4. Brown plays it. Or Lodge, sorry. Matthew Lodge and Nathan Brown, huh? That's some ferocity in the interchange bench for Manly. Fifth and last, Cherry Evans gets the kick away from deep inside their own half. Finds the turf and bounces awkwardly for Arthurs. Collects it on the first bounce. And brings it out to the 30. A good, solid kick chase from Manly. They've got this game in control at the moment if they just don't do anything stupid. All the hard work was done in the first half. They should be able to just see this through. The Broncos trainer at the moment, blue shirt, looks like he wants to have a run himself.
Was it Alfie?
Reynolds throws it out the back to nobody. And it's dived on by Manly. Unbelievable. Well, there's Alfie up in the stands. Adam Reynolds is having a nightmare.
My stream is buffering so bad it looks like I'm on dial-up.
Oh, and straight through goes Hopewade. Brought to ground. 30 out from the line. Hopowade's having a blinder.
Can't even deal with it. It's so bad.
Tommy Turbo might struggle to get his spot back. As that Kohler puts the grubber kick through. Needs the bounce. Gets it. Kohler, a metre short. 2 tackles left here for Manly. Front foot ball. It's been battered down from Marker. That should be a penalty and possibly even 10 in the bin. Adam G not giving the 10 in the bin, but geez, very lucky there, the Broncos, to not be down a man. Blatant professional foul. Adam Reynolds, the cheeky hand around the back of the ruck. He's got to be gone for 10. Very lucky to get away with that.
I'm so far behind. Cowler just went for the line.
They tap and go. It was out a bit wide on the left, so no thought of taking the 2. 10 metres out from the line, Manly. The crash ball for Waddell. Not looking good at all for the Broncos. A metre short. Jerry Evans shows it, hands it off inside for Ola Kawatu. Straightens. 3 tackles left. Firing it out to the left. Cherry Evans to Brooks. 6 again as Ben Trebojevic almost goes through. Broncos are hanging on by a thread. Brooks from dummy half. Nowhere to go. Tackle 2 out on the left. Inside ball for Lodge. Lodge carries inside the 10. 3 tackles left. Jerry Evans out the back for Hopewade. Double pump over the top, and it's too far over the top. Faulalo does well to keep it in play. Beats one. Faulalo on tackle 4. Still 10 metres out here, Manly. They go back to the left. And Lodge takes the tackle 10 metres out here. 5th and last. DCE in midfield. Crossfield kick looking for Faulalo. Taken by the big D, Dane Mariner. 22-6, 22 and a half to play. But the Broncos struggling to get any sort of momentum, any sort of go forward in this game. They're finding themselves completely out of touch. Just completely on the back foot. Carrigan straightens the attack. Fifth and last for the Broncos. Still inside their own half. Big kick needed here from Reynolds, but he hasn't produced one all night. Keeps this one low and flat. It sits up in the end goal. And Hopewade returns it. They're going to have to throw caution to the wind at some point here. The Broncos. Where are they going to find the spark? 21 and a half minutes remaining. It's been all Manly this game, apart from a couple of sequences of play. Early kick here on play 3. Manly are the team changing it up. And what are you doing, the Big D? Tries to keep the ball in the field of play. Does somehow. Good Lord. Risky stuff. And there is only Jesse Arthurs back here for the Broncos to take the hit up. Wow, that was very dangerous from the Big D, Dane Mariner. The Broncos just continue to make life difficult on themselves here. Up over halfway they go on play 4. All of them looking very flat. What have they been doing all week? Apart from the ones who are obviously playing Origin. Haas offloads. Walters is on the field for Pakes. Hands it off inside for Mam. Mam to Carrigan. Flat-footed. Very chunky.
Chunky.
Fifth and last. Reynolds puts it high down the near side, which is the right edge for the Broncos at the moment. Contestable ball is bobbled, but still claimed by Manly. They've got this game firmly in control at the moment, the Sea Eagles. But as we saw that last game, right? The Tigers were showing no signs of life. And then suddenly they just sparked into gear out of nowhere. It'd be hard to see that happening twice in the same night, though, to be honest.
Yeah, especially with 20 minutes to go.
And an early, fifth and last. Kick from inside the 40. Looking for the 40-20, but Arthurs is there. And it sits up for him. Jesse Arthurs, the fullback experiment. Not been great.
Why is that trainer still out on the field?
Oh, he's loving it. The Broncos blue shirt. He's loving it out there. He looks like he wants a hit up himself.
He's definitely learned from Alfie.
He is just lurking around every play. Tackle 3. Carrigan up to halfway. And now beyond. 19 minutes to play. Broncos desperately need a try. Reynolds dummies the kick. Heads back to the right side. Walters angling across field or floats. Back for Ricky. Ricky backs into the defense. Can't get the arms free. Fifth and last. 30 meters out. Staying on the short side from Reynolds to put it high. This has not worked out for them at all so far. Now they might get a result. The ball's been spilled by Manly. Backwards, says referee Adam G. Backwards. Manly get away with one there, potentially. I would need to see the replay. It was obviously back off Ben Trebojevic. Seems like it was knocked on first there by the Manly player that leapt for the ball. Tommy Talau, it would have been. They get away with one there, Manly. Here's Garrick now. Brought down by Shibasaki. Tackle 4. Faulalo goes from dummy half. Fifth and last now. Out to the 40. He brings it. Fifth and last. Cherry Evans will kick from inside the 40 again. No, it goes to Brooks. And Brooksy this time. Sends it downfield. Finds the angle on the 40-20 and gets the 40-20. Luke Brooks with a 40-20. 17 and a half to play. And Brooksy has just belted a 40-20. to give Manly the ball back. The 11th of his career. And with 17 minutes to play, Brooksy has just, cemented this momentum. Ten out from the line. Flat pass for Olakau'atu. Olakau'atu. 5 out from the line. 2 tackles left here for Manly. Tavanga bobbles the ball, does well to hold on. But it's a waste of a tackle. 5th and last. 10 out right in front of the posts. They go left. Brooks. Grubbers in behind the line. It's been scooped out of the air. And away go the Broncos. Hopoate, 1-on-1 with Big Payne Haas. Geez, they needed someone other than Payne Haas to have taken that. Hopoate tracked him down and did a good job to actually make the tackle. Ezra Mam now with the double pump, and it's forward and lost anyway. Brisbane come up with another error. Oh, God, they're so flat.
Oh, it's terrible.
Payne and the Haas with the intercept, got those big legs pumping. Well, not really an intercept. It was a kick that he collected on the full. And then through the hands here, Mam to Shibasaki. And the pass onto the big D. Just not executing correctly at all. Gino Ferracini, ahoy.
Did you miss Gina?
Yeah, this
Been
stream.
ages.
I obviously saw her last stream, but apparently I missed her this stream.
She asked me about my hair. No one else does. It's a girl thing. We get it.
Down the short side, Brooks takes the line on. Carrigan, did he get him high? No, says the referee. Play on. 14 minutes to play. Jerry
Looked like
Evans
Carrigan handled second best from that tackle.
at the back for Hopoate. Now Garrick. Garrick can't beat the tackle. 5th and last, 30 meters out. Short side they go. Cherry Evans. Grubbers in behind the line. Touched by Mam. Backwards. Play on. Mam picks it up and goes again.
Was that backwards?
This game has been a stinker in terms of match quality.
Yeah, it hasn't been great, has it?
Can the Broncos salvage it with 14 minutes to play? I can probably do a little bit of a post game heel fries. Yeah, forward pass now, and it just goes from bad to worse here for the Broncos.
Well, it's a forward pass, man. Goodness me. Oh, I try, guys. I try.
Holy hell, Ezra Mam has just thrown it a good clean 5 meters forward. Good Lord.
Yeah, Touchy's got to clear that one. Like, wow. Okay, baby. Oh,
Where
why
to
did I
here
bubble
for
with me?
Madge?
Oh, look, his first game back, heel fries. I'll give it to him in his first game back. He had a couple of errors, but he had a good game first game back. But, you know.
Yeah, this
Oh,
has been
what's going on
atrocious
here?
for everyone. Are the Broncos coming off a bye? Did they have the
Yes.
bye last week? Okay.
Yeah, because it's Origin week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah.
Well, that probably explains a fair bit. There's Cherry Evans now. Change of direction for Brooks. Brooks dummies. Takes the line on. Tackle 3 here for Manly. 12 minutes to go. 10 out from the line. Tavanga at first receiver. Cherry Evans with the early kick. Mam knocks it on. He's furious about it, but he's knocked it on. He would have been away. Ezra Mann would have scored under the post for a double and turned this game on its head. But he's pretty clearly knocked that on. He's facing his own goal line as dragged it back towards himself. Pretty clear knock on.
Yep.
12 minutes left to play, and you've got to say that time is just running out here for the Broncos. Time has escaped them. Can't see a way back here. 16. They need 3 converted tries.
Yeah, it's not happening. So what does that put us on the footy, tipping Daniel?
You somehow go back in front by 1. Somehow.
I haven't even been trying, and I'm in front. That's hilarious.
To the right they go. Cherry Evans, the double pump, pants it off inside for Olakau'atu. Olakau'atu looking for a double. Only the 1 tick off the multi this game. Backing up a win as Cherry Evans kicks early. Nobody out wide for either team. And that ball goes over the dead ball line. Big D didn't play at it, so it should be a 7-tackle set here for the Broncos. And could this spark them into something? Better late than never, right?
No, it's not going to spark them into anything.
Well, Big D, it's a goal line dropout. He's taken it over with his crotch.
Yeah, I was about to say that was out of his balls.
It was. So goal line restart. The Broncos obviously have to go short. Reynolds, we know that he doesn't often get these right. Goes short. Well, it's very, very high. Contestable ball. What a take there for Manly. 10.5 to go.
I mean, he got the length right, but the Broncos weren't even there to contest it. What was that?
Brooks hands it off inside for Burbo. And Ben Trebojevic has his pants pulled down. 15 out from the line over on that left edge. One-way traffic this game. Bullymore carries it inside the 10.
Is it over yet?
Tavunga used as a decoy. Simpkin goes from dummy half. A meter out. Tavunga fires it left for Brooks. Out the back for Burbo. Ben Trebojevic takes him on. They show him the sideline, 5th and last. Brooks, crossfield kick. Perfectly placed into midfield. Olakau'atu takes it and scores. Olakau'atu gets the double. And Manly go even further ahead.
You're in my multi already, mate. Give it to someone else. God.
26 points to 6. The kick to come.
I don't want to check my Broncos chat, but I'm going to.
Oh, yes. Let's hear all about what's going on in there.
Oh, God.
Let's get the inside. Let's get the inside goss on what's going on in there.
Disgraceful. So bad. Not a lot to cheer for this year, us Bronx Queenslanders. Good Lord. I feel like this is my fault. Because I have been claiming all year that I would love for New South Wales to win every series ever and the Broncos to never win another grand final ever. How's that for throwing your team under the bus? Oh, God. Oh, dearie me. But yeah, my Broncos boys are not happy. And I'm not surprised. I'm not happy either. Like, I mean, yes, I'm a Broncos fan. Yes, I tipped Manly. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with their performance. I'm not happy with their effort. I'm not happy with what they're attempting to do on a football field because it's obviously not working. So, yeah. Who have the Broncos got next week? Do we even...
Oh, good Lord.
Like, who are they? Because if it's the Storm, I'm not even going to watch.
Yes. Yeah, because that'll be one. That'll be one you won't be tipping against them.
Titans.
Oh, okay.
We
Oh,
might get a win.
jeez. Titans might actually win that one.
We might get a win. Oh, God.
Good Lord.
Titans.
On this performance, the Titans will be winning that game comprehensively.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Broncos,
there we
next
go.
5. Titans by Sharks, Warriors, Bulldogs.
Oh, it's so stuffed.
That is a tough run apart from that Sharks game.
Oh, come off the grass. You know the Sharks are going to eat us alive.
It's at Suncorp. Sharks don't play at Suncorp. Simple as that.
Titans. What is it? Titans by Sharks, someone, and then the Bulldogs. Who was the other team? Warriors.
The Sharks don't beat anybody at Suncorp, let alone the Broncos.
Wow.
They might have a chance this year, though, if they play like this. Good Lord.
100%.
28 points to 6, 7 minutes 40 to play. Well, I didn't see this coming. For some reason, Broncos supporters saw this coming. I don't know how.
I don't know why you don't listen to me.
Such is the lack of faith they have in their team at the moment, I guess. I mean, they just haven't even fired a shot.
Ugh.
I don't recall ever seeing a Broncos team in this much of a rabble. As Cherry Evans puts the kick up from halfway. Well taken on his knees there, Arthurs. 7 minutes left to play.
When you get the wooden spoon, was it COVID year? That was something like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, but they still didn't look like an absolute rabble. Like
they did. That's why they got the wooden spoon.
No, they absolutely did not.
Bloody awful.
They were, weren't they on top of the ladder like halfway through the season, and then they completely fell apart.
Yeah,
but
exactly. That's what's happening here, and now they've lost the ball again, and Manly.
No, because this year they've never even looked likely.
No, we strung together a few decent wins at the start of the season.
Oh, what, round 1?
A few decent wins at the start of the season, Daniel.
Yeah,
Let's have a look.
Round 1 was very comprehensive, but then I think it was a wake-up call round 2.
Let's have a look. Going all the way back to round 1.
A win against the Bulldogs in the wet.
Round 1, we put a very comprehensive win, 50-14 on the Roosters.
Yeah. Garrick down the short side. 6 more tackles. Yeah, and then round 2 was the reality check.
Round 2, we lost to the Raiders, but we only lost by 10 points, so it wasn't a massive reality check.
Oh, that's a massive loss to the Raiders.
The following week, we smashed the Cowboys. So, and then the following week, we smashed the Dolphins.
And that was before either of those two teams found their footing.
And then the following week, we smashed the Tigers. And then we lost to the Roosters. So we put a massive win on them, and then we lost to them. So we did well. And then we
Base out to the right.
To the Warriors. But then we put a massive win on the Bulldogs. So, as I said, the first 8 rounds of the season, we had 5 wins. And one of them was against the Bulldogs.
Well, once again, that just goes to show how tight the competition is this year.
Well,
that's actually not a bad run. And they're now like out of the 8 as Man with the chip and chase. Picked up by Cherry Evans.
Cherry Evans with the arm holding him back there for a little bit, but whatevs.
But at least he's trying something. He feels like he's the only one trying something at the moment for the Broncos. This has just been a dismal performance.
After we got beat by the Panthers, we've just fallen apart because we lost to the Rabbitohs, we lost to the Dragons, we had a bye, and now we're this round.
Jim Condon, I still remember after round 1, just speaking about Broncos supporters, after round 1, because remember how as Brooks with the pass around the back for Faulolo, kicks in field, and Payne Haas is there. Payne and the Haas is there, doing the job of the backs to save the day for the Broncos.
Has he been off the field, Payne Haas, or has he backed up with a full 80 minutes?
Nah, he's had a spell. But what I was going to say was Jim Condon, I remember after that Because remember, the Roosters in round one were atrocious. Like the
Oh, they were
worst
so bad.
Roosters performance that you've probably ever seen. And the Broncos, God bless them, but they got a lot of luck that night. Like, I mean, bounce of the ball. They played a very hectic Harlem Globetrotter style of play, and it worked out for them that night. But they got a lot of bounces of the ball, flick passes that don't normally go to hand, went to hand. And there were Broncos supporters. Yeah, pissing down rain. There were Broncos supporters in the chat that were like, Dan, what do you reckon about that Broncos performance? You reckon they're going to go all the way this year? And I said, to be honest, I think that performance probably said more about the Roosters than it did about the Broncos. Oh, you're one of those people. I'm unfollowing. I'm like, okay, see you later then. And I think we're seeing now, come round 11 or whatever it is, round 13, when they started, they've now very much fallen away. But when the drop-off started, round one really did tell us a lot more about the Roosters than it did the Broncos.
Well, this will be the fourth loss in a row on the trot for the Broncos. But
short ball and straight through goes Tolakola.
Woohoo! Now I just need Xavier Willison to get a consolation try.
I don't think that's happening. 32-6 kick to come.
Well, Billy Walters did do it for me the other week.
He did, yes.
But look, honestly, I think what did I say? We lost to the Panthers. So we lost Panthers, Dragons, and Souths. And now Manly. So that's 4 in a row that we've lost. But it does speak to how close the competition is because, we've lost 4 in a row and we've been in the top 8. So we're only just out of the 8 now. But regardless of that, I mean, the wet weather football that the Broncos played in that first round was not wet weather football, and they had absolutely no right to score as many points as they did. So it was an anomaly, that game, and it definitely set them up to feel like they were bigger than what they are. So anyway, I'm a Broncos supporter, just in case people who are new to this channel weren't aware. I'm a Broncos supporter, and I think they suck ass right now. They have zero heart, zero, cohesion on the field. And they just really need to get themselves together if they plan on, playing past the end of the season into finals. Ruben Garrick is lining up the kick. It is Manly 32 over Brisbane 6. There is a minute 15 to go. See, the clock hasn't stopped now, and we're in the last 5 minutes. So I'm not sure why the clock has stopped prior, but whatever. There could have just been a glitch on my end because my K has been playing up so bad. But Garrick nails the conversion. So now what are we? 34-6. So, yeah. Yeah, DJ Shaq, you are absolutely right. It is a team that has stopped playing for their coach. There are absolutely odds within the playing group and the coaching group. And, yeah. I don't think Parramatta's going to get the wooden spoon if the Broncos keep going like this. DCE doesn't look happy. I don't know why. Where was his performance on Wednesday night?
Yeah, well, he's probably still recovering from Wednesday night. Manly's next 5: Knights, Titans, bye, Tigers, Bunnies. They could win all of those. Well, they'll definitely win the bye, but you know what I mean.
They'll definitely beat Knights if they play like this. They'll beat the Titans. Rabbitohs, maybe. So, yeah, look, Samuel Brophy, none of us are happy with it. But they don't, and that's the problem, is they don't seem to care. You see other teams that go down like this, 4 in a row, whatever, Panthers start to the season, etc. And they've just dug in and kept going, and they still have heart. The Broncos I don't seem to give a shit. So, sorry, I shouldn't swear. We'll get banned on all platforms. So, sorry, XU1. Made a lazy 300 off this game. Very nice. FWTG.
Right. Off to Macca's.
Big
God,
spender.
treat yourself to something better than Macca's, would you? If you just won $300.
DJ Shack around the grounds. Hurricanes and Reds have hammered the Moana Pacifica and Fijian Drua 64-12 and 52-7, respectively. Yeah, they're big
Disappointing.
scores over there.
Disappointing there,
Um,
Pacifica and the Drua. Parramatta are
Yep.
not winning the spoon. That's ridiculousness.
We are
So-
at full time here though at Four Pines.
Yep,
No one
34-6.
cares because that game has been over for about 20 minutes.
Yep.
Manly 34, Brisbane 6. My multis, all three of my multis were crap tonight, so I'm doing extremely well again.
I got the last one up. Happy about that. It's been long overdue. Long overdue for a
Very
for a win. 5,867 subscribers. We end tonight on, or we end that game on. There's still time if you're in the chat room and haven't subscribed already. Do feel free to hit the sub button. There is still time to bump that number up. Wow,
another from around the
34-6.
grounds, if anyone's caring about the AFL, Adelaide Crows are smashing the Sydney Swans 82-25. So that's a terrible, terrible game too.
Wow.
That's the thing. Why are the Broncos walking around the field smiling at the moment? Like they should be hanging their heads with that performance. Payne
This is
Haas
one thing
looks
that-
absolutely beat.
Yep, this is
You know,
something
like-
that absolutely grates on me. Like, I understand that they're all mates. Like, the rugby league playing community, no matter what team you're on, it is like a little community, a little family. So I understand the pats on the back at full time and everything. But, yeah, seeing players walking around with smiles and laughing and that at full time really, really gets under my skin. I hate it.
And that's what pissed off a lot of Broncos fans in that year that we got the wooden spoon, is because they just didn't seem to care. You know, they come off the back of an absolute trouncing and they were, oh, whatever, we'll get him next week on the field. And then they didn't get him next week. And it was painful. It was painful to watch, and it's happening again. And look, until they sort out whatever rot is happening within the Broncos club, they're just not going to be good for a very long time. My mum, well before she passed, was hassling me, when are you going to put your Broncos number plates back on your car? And I'm like, when they're good again. Like, they made it to that grand final and they were, you know, absolutely put on their asses. And that was
I'm just
that was
laughing at
not
I'm just
again.
laughing at the fact you had Broncos number plates.
Oh yeah. Well, they were a gift. So, you know, it was back
Right.
when the team was respectable. So, you know, but anyway, look, you can say they're in a rebuilding phase as much as you want. They're not in a rebuilding phase. They
No,
need
the
to
rebuild
move.
is done.
They're rebuilding. These players are seasoned. They know what they're doing, and they need to be moved on. And they need to be, yeah,
The rebuild was when they first
They need to
brought
be
Adam
taken
Reynolds
to
in.
yeah. They need to be taken to task.
That was it. Like, the whole purpose of Reynolds coming into halfback was to take this team of youngsters that they had built to a premiership. Now, they got within 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
That was the time.
And
That was the premiership window. Reynolds is on the
It was.
downhill slide now. We can see it. He's only got so much time left to lead this team
that's
around the
right.
park. No, the
That's
rebuild
right.
the rebuild is supposed to be now. There's no excuses. They've lost Flegler and Farnworth and Capewell, that were three huge pieces of that 2023 premiership run or grand final run. Should have been a premiership.
Should
Yeah,
have been
the
premiership.
rebuild's over. That was their premiership window. They're not in it anymore.
Oh.
All right.
Anyway,
It's not even my team. I'm blowing up.
that's all right.
It's
They're
a
my
tip.
team. I'm not blowing up, so you can
It's
do
a
that
tip.
for me.
It's a tip I'm always happy to lose. Whenever the Broncos lose, the rest of Australia wins. That's what I always say.
I feel the same way about the Storm.
All right. So what are we doing? Oh,
Heel Fries was going to have a chat to you, but I feel like that's on Discord. He wants to have a little DM with you.
huh? Sorry, distracted.
I said Heel Fries wants to have a little DM with you.
Oh,
I think,
right.
On
On Discord.
Discord.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'll hop on Discord for a little bit after this while I feed my face after the stream. I
3
think
games tomorrow.
I think I've got what have I got in the fridge out there? God, what are those things called? Jesus.
I don't know what you're on about.
The crumbed chicken with the cheese inside. What are those things called? I've got some of those left over anyway.
Nuggets?
No, 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 no.
Uh, Wolfie, absolutely not a Satanist. Or maybe I am. I'm an atheist. And I just wear an upside down cross. So
Nice.
Sorry. The
Chicken
the-
Kievs.
Oh, you got chicken Kievs.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Chicken Kievs.
the comment didn't show up for everybody, I don't think, but yes.
Yes,
Loud and
what?
proud. I have zero affiliates to any men upstairs or women upstairs for that matter. Kevin Walters interviewing Adam Reynolds about the loss. I wish I could hear this right now. Chicken Kievs, yum. All right. Chicken cordon bleu.
Yeah.
What we got tomorrow? We got heaps
yeah, that's what I was looking up. Oh, god damn. My back killing me.
Rabbits and the Warriors kicking us off on
yes.
Super Sunday at 2 p.m. And we've got the Panthers and Para at 4.
Yes.
Heel Fries, I asked. I don't know if you entered. Are you going to the game tomorrow? Or are you just going to
No, he said he's watching at home.
He's watching at home. Sorry,
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah.
And then
he's going to catch it from home.
Raiders at 6:15.
Those are 3 good games tomorrow.
That
should be yeah, okay.
No, don't talk it up. You're not allowed to talk it up.
Well, I've got to say something. We've got to say something for the stream.
Look, we really hope they're going to be good games. On paper, they should be amazing games. No jinx. They better be good games. No jinx. Does that work?
Yep. Moses will have been named to start, I'm sure. Whether or not he ends up playing, that will be up until the final moments before kickoff. Lomax has been named as well to start on the wing. So, yeah.
We're going to be back on tomorrow. I should be here. Hopefully my little Buffy is okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think he's just been a little under the weather.
Yep. That happens sometimes. And they're just like us at the end of the day, really, aren't they? Sometimes you just feel a little bit off.
Yeah.
Sometimes one does get a little bit more slobbery than normal.
Yeah. Now I've got to go and mop, though, because there's bloody dribble everywhere. Not bloody dribble, just dribble everywhere.
I gotcha. If it was bloody dribble, you'd have been gone already. Off to the vet.
If it was bloody dribble, I'd be well and truly sitting in a vet office right now with him making sure that he's yeah. I want some honey cashews. 100%.
Who's got honey cashews? Oh, Jim Condon. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my chicken Kievs.
No, look, Tim, he's never been bothered by cane toads before, so I wouldn't imagine so. I mean, I let him out, obviously, at night and whatever, when he's on his own, he wanders around, and he's never seemed interested or cared. So, yeah, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how he goes. All right. FWTG, we're glad you enjoyed it. Glad you came along. We'll be back on tomorrow, Sunday, from 2 p.m.
Yes, indeed. Hang on. Maybe. Because every time I say I will, I end up not. But I'm going to say maybe. Formula One qualifying.
Maybe.
Maybe. Every
When's
time
that
I say yes, I don't end up doing it. Formula One qualifying at midnight.
You won't be doing it.
No, with the 3
games
games
that's not
tomorrow.
happening.
With the 3 games tomorrow, yeah, I've
Thank
still got
you.
to slot in some days gone. Otherwise, I'll go crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, probably
Alright.
not. I'll do the race though. I'll do the race, but we can talk more about that tomorrow. I'm gonna finish my food.
Right. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a fabulous rest of your Saturday evening, everybody.
See, going back to what we were talking about earlier, though, I get called fat every single day on YouTube. I don't care. I'm ending this stream and I'm going to eat.
Yeah, but it's different for men.
Is it? Fair enough.
XU1. Enjoy. Mookie.
Okay,
good
cheers.
Night. Dina, good night.
I'll play the
Night,
theme song.
rooms.
Theme song to play us out. Cheers.
It's dead. Cheers.
Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. The wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and 10 pass less from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the 2 and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques. Just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise a low, from sideline jokes to post-match tales. All big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.